Hey everyone, have you ever really thought about the journey Mary and Joseph took from Nazareth to Bethlehem? We often see those peaceful nativity scenes, but the reality was anything but a silent night. Let's dive into what that trip was actually like. First, let's talk distance. From Nazareth in the north to Bethlehem in the south, it's about 90 miles or 145 kilometers as the crow flies. But they weren't flying. They had to travel on foot through rugged terrain. Historians estimate their actual route, which likely followed the Jordan River Valley to avoid the more dangerous mountainous region of Samaria, was closer to 100 miles. Now imagine walking that distance. A healthy person can walk about 20 miles a day. So, best case scenario, this trip would have taken at least 5 days. But Mary was heavily pregnant in her third trimester. This would have slowed them down considerably. They likely traveled at a much slower pace, maybe only 10 miles a day, turning the journey into a grueling 10-day ordeal, or even longer, and the conditions were tough. The roads weren't paved highways, they were dusty, rocky paths. They would have faced the cold of the December nights and the unpredictable weather of the Judean hills. There was also the constant threat of bandits along the way. This wasn't a leisurely stroll, it was a demanding and perilous expedition. Mary was likely riding a donkey, which sounds a bit better than walking, but riding for hours on end on a bumpy path while almost 9 months pregnant. That would have been incredibly uncomfortable and exhausting. Joseph would have been walking alongside, leading the animal, carrying their supplies, and constantly worrying about Mary's safety and well-being. So when they finally arrived in Bethlehem, exhausted and desperate for a place to rest, only to find no room in the inn, you can just imagine their desperation. The story of that journey adds so much depth to the nativity. It wasn't just a simple trip. It was an incredible act of faith, endurance, and perseverance in the face of immense hardship. Thinking about the physical struggle they endured really changes how you see that familiar stable scene, doesn't it? It highlights the human side of the story, making it all the more remarkable. Thanks for watching, and if you found this interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. See you next time.